Radio!
Whoa!
With your hosts, Max.
Hey.
Jonathan.
Oh.
And Eric.
John sounded like the peanut butter baby just then.
What?
Have you seen the peanut butter baby? The peanut butter baby's this video. This mom walks in on her two kids, like one's like a baby and one's like 3.
I think
They're
I
smearing
saw...
peanut butter all over this toddler. And mom looks at the toddler and goes, "Does it feel good?" And the kid goes, "Ah."
Is that related to the Mountain Dew commercial with the puppy monkey baby?
I have no idea.
It's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. But that's a conversation for later.
Eric, why do the PS Plus games suck?
Do they?
So routinely.
What?
We just played Helldivers.
Helldivers did suck.
And we were not enjoying it.
That was 1 out of 6 games. I got Ultimax this month. I'm not complaining. I got my Persona 4 fighting game. I'm happy.
Is that PS Plus?
Yeah.
On PS3?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then it also came with something else. Some racing game. I don't remember.
You should have tried Helldivers last night, and so it's just not good?
Well,
shit.
I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, I think the fundamentals are there for it to be a good twin-stick shooter, like especially if you have friends with you. But we just were not enjoying our time with it because we just wanted to jump into it and play it like you can any other twin-stick shooter. And we ended up spending, 15, 20 minutes on the tutorial, mandatory tutorial, which was annoying, as they always are, and they assumed that I've never played a video game before, which most tutorials do. And this was a mandatory one.
Single player tutorial, by the way. So I'm just watching John play the game.
Yeah. And there were 10 minutes of just story and not very good story. Like you said, Eric. Eric made the point. This is a tongue-in-cheek game, but they're cramming a whole Metal Gear Solid type story in it somehow, or at least maybe not quite that much. But they're trying to make a tongue-in-cheek game more than a tongue-in-cheek game, and they don't know what the hell they want to be.
And then we did the one mission. It was short as hell, and it wasn't fun.
Yeah,
it's just a poor game.
So if we come back to it later with a fresh start, we might enjoy it. But that was a terrible first impression.
But compared to why would you ever play that over Diablo? Ever? Or Gauntlet, which was also free.
It looked well made. It's just I don't know, execution not quite there.
I think the question you were trying to ask, better phrase, is why is it always indie games? Because for PS4, it's always indie games. And I used to say it's because they don't have the library that they can stock, but I feel like it's been enough years.
It has.
You can give us Knack, or The Order, which will one day definitely be. But
why Knack would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but it's also a bad game.
Because it's it's a game that's not bad, but for free, sure.
It's the only game I ever quit at the final boss.
I download it.
So I don't fully agree on that. But
it's Knack, baby.
It's Knack, baby. Game of the year.
I think especially in light of, the whole donkey thing, I would have to download it and play it if it was free.
Sure.
That's happening if it's there.
Sure.
I bought it. I remember when it was one of 5 games on the system. I bought it. And I played it for about 10 minutes. And then I said, fuck. I
basically beat it, but I couldn't beat the final boss. And it wasn't for any fair reason. It was just this memorization. I couldn't do it. It was a ridiculously hard final boss in a game that's easier than dirt. I don't know how it happened.
It is.
Game of the year. Knack?
Yeah.
I didn't think Knack was easy. I thought Knack was hard.
Oh.
But then again, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Does E3 matter anymore?
Man, we jumped the gun.
It's a big jump.
Hey, man, that's
a jump. But
that's
sometimes
controversial.
EA move?
Sometimes we jump.
Don't you have to set up that EA left?
Well, I was going to say, yeah, that's interesting, I guess. But, I mean, I was going to, when I was coming up for content, I was thinking, okay, maybe we could predict what's going to happen on E3. And then I'm thinking, I don't give a shit about E3 anymore.
You know why you don't? Because all your dreams came true last E3. Do you remember fucking Shenmue 3, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Kingdom Hearts 3? All these big-ass fucking announcements. Every game of my dreams was announced last E3.
All of those were cool announcements, but PlayStation has PlayStation Experience. I mean, there's all these other conventions, and games can just be announced sometimes, and they can, their own marketing departments can kind of handle that.
It can.
And do we really need one big central event once a year where everybody watches and everything gets announced? Is that really the way it should be anymore at this point? Is that an outdated format, I guess is what
I want to hear your thought first, Max.
I don't know. I kind of there's this I don't know, romantic quality about E3, right? It's the
like a Super Bowl
the classic
kind of thing.
experience.
Yeah.
But I kind of see your point. I find myself naturally being less excited for it nowadays.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Kind of like Christmas.
See, I just catch the press.
It's like Christmas,
conferences.
but it doesn't snow during Christmas anymore.
Christmas as an adult, it's like, oh, this is like expensive Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Great. It's like Thanksgiving, but kind of worse, I guess.
Like,
Yeah, but
do we have to do presents anymore?
here's my thing though.
That's how I feel about E3. Like,
last E3 was so fucking good. Like last E3 was the E3 that got me more excited than any E3 for a long ass time.
I just feel like all those announcements could have just been announced at any time, though.
They could have.
They would have been.
But
fun.
but what happens is how you stack them, and then that makes it special. You're like, hey, Last Guardian, holy fuck, Last Guardian. Wait, what?
Yeah.
And there was a build up to it, and I feel like there are other times to announce games, but if you want to drop a fucking megaton, that's when it happens. That's when the big one happens, and that's what's exciting.
So EA pulled out of it. Why is that? Why'd they do that?
Here's the thing. Even though they're doing their own conference, it's still during E3 time. They're doing a Nintendo. And for that, it doesn't affect us whatsoever.
Should they have? Was it a mistake?
It doesn't affect us whatsoever. Because we're still going to get a press conference. It's just going to be held somewhere else. That's the only difference.
Why?
Same reason Nintendo did it, because then they can have a different audience and then you don't have to talk to press.
Are they not going to be at this one?
I think that's what they're doing.
Are they going to announce the NX?
Oh, Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they should be at E3 this year for that. But if they don't, I get why. But they're definitely showing the NX one way or the other.
Man, they cannot wait to get off the Wii U. They can't wait to...
Which sucks, because
Put
Nintendo
that
just had
behind them.
two massive announcements that made me really happy.
You know what sucks about the Wii U? The Vita sells better.
Yeah.
The Vita sells better.
That's sad.
The Vita does not sell good. The Vita's bad. I love the Vita, but
You think the reason the Wii U
So weird.
It's
because
failing
the Wii U
so
isn't
hard.
bad. It's great.
it's not. I mean,
not bad.
It's just it's the Nintendo machine. It's the only. There's no third party support. It's the only thing that's killing it.
I think a lot of people have my attitude, which is like, you want it, but you also know the moment that this other thing gets announced is going to drop in price so fucking quick, and you're just waiting. Like I'm getting a Wii U at some point in my life. I want that thing.
Bayonetta 2.
Bayonetta 2. They just announced they're trying to get Undertale for it, which is
Oh,
enough. And then Mother 3. I mean, like, dream games are coming out for it all the time.
Ways to
Mario
make sure
Maker,
Eric gets
you know
a
what,
Wii U.
though?
Put
Like-
Undertale on it.
I remember having the experience I kind of had with having a Wii at least, and it kind of happens with the Wii U too, is that when you're like a young kid who's just playing your Call of Duties and whatnot, like the port of those games that goes to the Nintendo one always sucks, and it's like a joke, and like so it's like don't get Nintendo. Their version of every Battlefield and Call of Duty game is terrible.
And it's like a year late every time.
yeah, it's like always just a little shittier than the other ones, and it's like.
And the people who buy the Nintendo system, at that point, don't even really want the Call of Duty game. They either already have it on their PS3 or PS4 or their Xbox, or they just don't want it in general.
Yeah.
Like it's not really. They're in a weird spot with third
Well, it's
parties
always
right
underpowered.
because like they need it to attract people, but at the same time, like the hardcore Nintendo people don't give a shit about it,
Well-
so it doesn't really help in that regard.
If you go back to the GameCube, they had some third-party games that were great. I felt like the GameCube was one of the three. It was a big console.
The mini disc.
You had it. After that was the Wii, and the Wii's great.
Mini disc gonna give it to you.
Then the Wii comes out, and every game looks like shit.
Yeah.
It looked horrible.
The Wii?
The Wii, yeah. Like you think Super
Well,
Mario.
compared to the PS3.
Well,
and the
hear me out here.
360, yeah.
You think with like a Mario Galaxy in a first party where Nintendo would know what they're doing. Play Splinter Cell on the Wii. Play like a third party game. And
I would
it's
never
always,
play that on the Wii.
Play Dead Rising on the Wii, and it's like 4 zombies. Like the thing. The thing is it was less powerful than an
They should
original
just call it
Xbox.
4 zombies.
Well, you couldn't even display HD. It was still in 480.
Yeah, that's what killed me about it.
So like
480i or something.
So, like, third party was dead because of that. And the Wii U, I think, has a similar problem. It's cool, it's interesting, but it also has a gimmick that doesn't just transfer over. You got to put a lot more effort if you're going to make a Wii U game.
I think
Here's-
so much of the problem with the Wii U, sorry to interrupt you, but so much of the problem with the Wii U was the name.
Yeah, absolutely. No
yeah,
question.
don't have a name that is referencing that last thing.
But here's
don't-
where I think they're going to be
Terrible fucking
fine.
name.
The NX is going to be the most recent console. So it could be more powerful and fucking cheaper.
What's it stand for? Is it Nintendo Extreme?
It stands for code name. We don't have a name yet, and it's going to
Okay.
be called the Revolution.
Is it going to be... Well, the Wii was supposed
It's
to
not
be
called
the
the
Revolution.
Revolution. That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was the punchline of the joke.
We would like to play.
It stands for Naked
I did that with a
Auxiliaryman.
normal, or like,
Right? We get it.
normal.
Whee!
It sounds stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not getting an NX. I'm never probably buying another piece of Nintendo hardware ever. There's some people making the point that Nintendo doesn't really need to do hardware anymore. I mean, think about Mario on your PlayStation, on your Xbox. They make a ton of money doing that.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as special because like the thing about Nintendo is they know how to work the hardware. Like they make hardware and then they make their games around it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like Mario 64. Like take the N64 controller. It's a clunky fucking mess. But could you use any other controller with that game and feel as good? No. You could never do that.
No.
It'd feel wrong. I feel like
Right.
Nintendo needs hardware.
Nintendo always makes those games that are they're like console release and they're just to show off like.
If
what
they
the
released
hardware
Mario
can do.
64 on all platforms, but also released a USB N64 controller, would you be satisfied?
Well, that kind of defeats the point of what I'm talking about, though.
Well,
like that's an old game.
You want that feeling, though. That you
No,
want.
I'm talking about like knowing how to work hardware because it's their hardware.
Right.
And I'm not just talking that. Like Mario Galaxy had like gameplay mechanics that were perfect for both the controller and for the limitations of the Wii. So it's a perfect game. Yeah, I never played Skyward
That's my impression
Sword.
of someone playing a Wii.
Well, Mario Galaxy is more of this. But it's fun! Game of the year.
Mario Galaxy's good. One thing I do like about the Wii U, and I guess in terms of the Wii, is that I plugged mine in recently to my computer monitor because it has two HDMI ends, one for my computer, one for the Wii U. And I haven't had to plug in the sensor bar. They know that you don't want to use it, and they don't either.
Game of the year.
You really don't have to use it in the Wii U,
Good.
which is great. It's nice. It's really nice.
I like the novelty of the Wiimotes. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's nifty. But there are so many games that you want to play and you don't want to fuck with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So many of them.
So then you have to own two controllers instead of having to own one controller.
Yeah, and you end up with fucking controllers all over the damn room.
With the
And-
nunchuck, and like, where's the nunchuck? I have two controllers and one nunchuck. Oh, only one.
Oh,
of us
I
can
need
play
some
the game
double
now.
A's.
Even though we have two controllers.
You end up with
Yeah,
like the little
and that-
backing,
and that
like
sucks,
the
but,
little back
like-
clips, like all over the house.
But the flip side is you have Mario Maker, which doesn't work in any other type of console.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, man.
And that's what I'm
real.
talking about, though. Nintendo would not have
Oof.
made that game, but they made a console, and then they made that to complement it.
What
Like
a
they
great
complement their hardware.
I've yet to get it. I'm so disappointed. I'm the one with
You
the
would have
Wii U,
a
and I don't
lot
have
of
it.
fun with
You're
that.
a bad person.
I know. I'm ashamed of myself.
When you get it, let me know. I want to play with you. That'd be fun.
Absolutely. Yes.
Just playing other people's levels, I feel like is
You got
worth
tax
the price
returns
of
coming.
admission.
So-
Ooh, did you do your taxes?
Yeah.
I did mine. Did you do your taxes?
I
You
don't
need to
have
do your
any.
taxes 'cause you're
Federal and state
weird.
both accepted
I ain't
too.
got no money. So
You
there's
should
none
still
to be
probably file. I think you should still like
Maybe-
file.
Well, you have to
It's
if you had a
fine.
job the whole year.
paid. Well, I haven't had a job.
Okay.
I haven't had a
I
job.
think you should. I
all
think
year
you
other
still
than
need to do
student.
something though. I'm not sure what. but
Probably.
I feel like you need to do something.
Eh,
You should look into that
I'll look into it, but I'm gonna be fine.
just for like the sake of keeping shit straight.
Sure, they've never called me before.
We got any
Because
got
in
any
like
accountants in the
yeah,
Yeah. Accountant, am I in trouble for buying games online, not be taxed for it? Probably.
if you have any accountant fans.
It's not my fault. I didn't lie. That wasn't fraud. It just didn't tax it.
they should make a game about filling out your taxes. W-2s, W-2 Simulator.
I think it's called TurboTax. It's a good game.
W-2 simulator. Yeah, that'd
Down.
be great.
Wouldn't be that much different
Level
from
one,
Papers,
open L.
Please, would it?
That'll be my first indie game.
Well, the first level would be you bugging your boss and emailing people at your workplace like, "Where's my W-2?"
Yeah.
That's what I do every year.
Mhm.
I send an email to one person. She says, "No, you got to talk to this. You got to talk to Janet. She's over in accounting. Talk to Janet. She don't answer her phone for a week."
Yeah.
That's a whole game right there.
Where's
trying to
my
get Janet's
W-2?
attention. Janet in accounting don't give a fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
John Oliver
There's
has
no-
joined
Yeah,
us.
Thank you. She don't give a fuck. I love John Oliver.
Oh my god.
That's political.
I'm behind on that man.
You know what?
It's a good
It's
man.
okay. He's really taken the Jon Stewart torch more than anybody.
I hear
They had
this
to
is
have it-
unrelated to everything, but Samantha Bee's show starts Monday.
Oh God, she's She's so not great.
I wouldn't know. I'm
Well,
curious.
I watched her on The Daily Show for about 15 fucking years, and she never got any better. Like, she was never bad, but she just never got that great. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
We'll see how she does.
Daily Show is one of those things where you can come off it and be way better or way worse and just random.
I mean, it's
people who are great on The Daily Show have no career. And
by and
vice
large,
versa.
everyone who's been on The Daily Show has benefited either a little bit or a lot.
Except Rob Corddry.
Well, he was in a few movies.
Yeah, but
he's kind of irrelevant now, I guess. But he did some stuff. He did the Hot Tub Time Machine, and he's in an HBO show now called Ballers, which isn't bad. It's Rob Corddry and The Rock, and they're like a kind of like a
video
couple
games
type deal. Yeah,
video games.
Oh,
Rob Corddry should star in a video.
I watch HBO Go on my PS4, so it's related.
I feel like I'm stealing the name from the dude who made Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That's Rob something else.
Rob.
Well, what do you mean the guy who made it?
The guy who made that show, who's like a main character.
So I know the guy who wrote it, like Charlie Day.
No. The guy, the creator of the show
Charlie
is
Day.
fucking what's his name on
I
the show?
thought it was Charlie Day.
His last name's Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day. He's not the creator. It was the other guy.
Oh.
Fucking.
I swear Charlie writes it.
It's kind of the jock on the show.
Say it, Sam. What is it?
Danny DeVito.
No.
Right?
Oh.
Not Danny DeVito.
Oh, Danny DeVito.
No, it's the other guy.
Oh, the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, him.
That one.
Him?
Danny DeVito.
Him.
Thank you. Video games.
Grant Imahara.
So,
from
speaking of
Mythbusters.
Danny DeVito, I got video game news related to Danny DeVito.
Wow, that's good.
So, there has been a petition lately for something that I completely am fine with. Have you heard of Detective Pikachu?
No.
So
I just now did those.
There is this Japanese 3DS game that is coming out, and it may not come to the West, but we think it is, where Pikachu it speaks, actually talks, and is a detective solving mysteries.
That sounds awesome.
And there is a petition that people want Danny DeVito to play Pikachu. And it has like
That does not
12,000
sound
views.
See, here's the thing about the internet.
I want it!
The internet sometimes is wrong.
No, it's right. There's a clip on YouTube. There's
is
YouTube.
wrong.
On YouTube, somebody put the two together, and it fits so fucking well. That is just
when you take the passion of the internet.
What a weird thing do you think you can like realistically accomplish?
I want it.
That can
Danny
never
DeVito
happen.
will do
It can never happen.
He was in Triplets.
It could happen. That's what scares
No.
me. It could happen. And it would be a colossal mistake.
Why not?
Why not?
It can't happen.
Why not?
I would maybe
It
tolerate him.
can't
I would maybe
happen.
tolerate him as Meowth. Maybe.
I'd see him as
Because
a
he
good
has
player.
that kind of.
Billy Crystal is Meowth.
I still
I could
see
see
Danny
that.
DeVito.
Meowth, you know.
Hey,
I don't want to
I don't
market.
know, man.
took the quackaloods and hey, what are you gonna do?
I feel like you guys just don't understand good game design.
What do you want to see in the NX, Eric? What should the NX do to correct Nintendo's trajectory of
Well, I think the
bad?
first thing that's good for them.
Just be more powerful?
Do they need a third
Well,
analog stick?
that's the first thing, but they really got to focus on third-party support because that ass matters. And
They would get that nut.
I don't
that
know.
Third-party nut.
Nintendo's such a weird company because like you don't really know what they're making. They don't just make game console. There's always something, and there's something that you never know. And because of that, I really can't ever guess. So I don't know.
So the NX is going to come out and it's going to have like a ton of processors in it.
All of them.
It's gonna have we're talking Super Smash Brothers Melee baked into the operating system.
Oh, Smash is a launch
The
game for
controllers
sure.
are gonna be only GameCube controllers with wires, and
Just random wires coming out of the controller.
What about the
yeah.
Wavebird? Have you not heard?
That's not. I don't think that's good for Melee. I think the wired ones.
Okay.
So, yeah, and so yeah, that's what's great about the new Nintendo console is that you get to play Super Smash Bros. Melee on it.
Here's the
You know
question.
what I think they're gonna fuck it up. I think they're gonna
Great.
fuck up a third system in a row,
And
and then they're gonna drop out of hardware.
I don't know why you say
I'm
fuck
worried-
up the third
I think
system in a
I
row.
think within 10 years of now, we're gonna have Mario on our PlayStations and our Xbox.
I don't know, son.
They-
The Wii made so much money they could survive for like dozens of years. I don't know why you call the Wii a fuck up. The Wii U, I get.
They have some money in the bank, but you can't just make a piece of hardware and have it fail and not be significantly damaged.
I think it's
The
gonna be
Wii U
confusing.
damaged them significantly.
Because I feel like as a company, if you have a good streak going on, then you fuck up once, it's a little easier to get back on track. You can look at your previous pattern and say, "Oh, I see wrong there. let's get back to our roots.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. Really,
but
what they could
they
do...
fucked up more than once now, so it's like they can't do that.
The
They can't look
3DS,
back.
thankfully, the 3DS is
why do
working
you
out
say
for
they
them.
fucked up more than once? The Wii was a moneymaker. They've only had one bad
guess.
console that hasn't sold. Like, we don't like the Wii as much because it wasn't for hardcore gamers. But that shit made Nintendo more money than God.
It did. They made some money
Like,
on it.
how's that a failure from any financial point of view?
You know,
Guess
it was a
not.
failure because it wasn't in and of itself a failure, but it really set them up for failures in the future because of how, in their own little fucking world, it made them.
It's a failure because
know,
it couldn't play DVDs, dude.
It was a failure because it was too successful.
No Laserdisc attachment.
Couldn't play DVDs. Couldn't watch a DVD on it.
I mean,
That's
it's
so weird.
that the thing has no more heroes. You can't hate the Wii.
That's
all
what
too
killed the
much.
Dreamcast.
No more heroes.
No, the fact that it couldn't play DVDs.
Ah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my PS2 costs the same amount as the Dreamcast, and it plays PS1 games and DVDs.
Xbox didn't play
So
DVDs.
people just
though.
fucking got the PS2, and so we're stuck here. with
Xbox
Sonic
didn't
Adventure.
do it. You had to buy a remote, and no one
Well,
did.
Xbox came a little later on though too.
Yeah, but that's my
Didn't it?
point. It
It
didn't
wasn't
even
like
happen.
right when there was that struggle.
The
between Sega
GameCube
and
worked.
Sony.
It couldn't play DVDs. Checkmate.
I mean, that's just what killed the Dreamcast. I don't know about Xbox.
Video killed the radio star.
I think there's something about like it expecting to play DVDs because of the size of it. When you know that there's going to be miniature discs, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting into.
You know, you're getting into a closed off
Maybe.
area.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I feel like the
It was
Dreamcast came
cheaper,
before
too.
DVDs, though, wasn't
And
it?
it was actually pretty
99.
powerful.
Maybe.
Nintendo
was.
makes these super powerful systems sometimes. Well, not so much now, but they used to make these super powerful systems and then just like not really tap into it very often. But the games
Yeah.
they did make ran like so well
I'm amazed.
because the systems were more powerful than they let on. You know.
Every time I play Wind Waker on, like, I have a GameCube copy and I play it on my Wii. Every time I do that, I'm amazed at how good it looks.
Yeah.
It's
The
crazy.
Super Nintendo was like damn near a 32-bit system.
Yeah.
I mean, those games are crazy. Star Fox on that system. Granted, you do need like a little thing, but like Super Nintendo was like Sega Saturn almost. Like it was really powerful. Blew the Genesis away. As much as I hate to admit it.
We got like a 7 minutes left. Do we want to talk about what games we've been playing?
Sure, you
We
go
could do
first, because
Oh boy. Okay. Mainly I've been playing a lot of Crypto the Necrodancer. That game
Crypt
is
of the
incredible.
Degradancer.
The Crypto the Necrodancer.
Oh!
Yes. Crypto the Necrodancer.
Why do I keep thinking that's Dance of the Necromancer?
Wow.
I don't know.
But
'Cause
it's Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's wordplay, so it's kind of hard to remember it. So you're remembering like the proper word. You're thinking
I'm getting
necromancer instead of
Once I
necrodancer.
own it, I won't do that anymore, because I'll look at it when I play it, and I'll see
Yeah,
it.
well, I call it Necrodancer anyway, so I don't have that problem.
Fucking...
I just call it Necrodancer. Because I'm in the crowd now, I put 21 hours on my Steam, maybe
So
4 or
tell
5
us
on my
about
Vita.
Crypt.
It's a great game. It's rhythm-based. It's dungeon crawler, roguelike. Pick it up at your local Kmart.
Okay.
Kmart.
Yeah, Kmart. And no, it's on Steam. Now and recently on the PlayStation Store. I got it on my Vita.
I need to get
It's
that.
great. And we're downloading it upstairs on his PS4 under my account, so we can try
We were
that
playing
out.
that last night, and the thing
It's
that
great.
really makes it, the gameplay's good, everything's good, but the thing that really, really sells it, at least for me, is the fact that the music is just so outstanding. Every track.
Danny
is awesome.
Baranowski.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thank you.
the music could have been mediocre, and it still would have been okay, I guess. But the fact that the music is so good really brings it to another level. Like,
Can you
entirely.
put in your own custom soundtrack into that game?
Yeah,
Oh, there
you
you go.
can. You can.
Wow, I wonder if you can
Perfect
figure that
soundtrack.
out on
It's
PlayStation.
kinda-
I doubt it.
It's a little janky, and
Integrate, like,
it's
Spotify.
because like you that would be
Oh,
great. Oh,
it
man.
would be, but hell no, they're not able to do that.
That would suck if it like buffered though. I wonder how the game would respond.
It
You never
couldn't do
know,
it.
patches.
You say that, but Metal Gear couldn't pull it off. And they also imported your soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah, for the helicopter music.
On 5?
Yeah.
They imported like your
You
music?
could import your music into the game.
I didn't know that.
I beat it.
You could do that in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
Yeah. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is officially better than Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Think about PC. You can import your soundtrack in a PC game, even if the game doesn't want you to. You can.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
there's just usually like OGG files in some folder, and you just replace them with the
I
same
put
name.
Pirates of the Caribbean music in my Oblivion game.
Yep.
In my Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Yep.
It's made it better.
Yep.
Thanks. You're welcome. Thanks, John. You're welcome, John.
I appreciate it.
One time I was messing with this friend. I probably even told this story. I was messing with my friend who
with this friend
who would always he'd always
you.
just like break his computer from being irresponsible and like make me fix it. And,
what would he do? Like software
mostly pornography, I think.
Oh,
pretty sure.
Shouldn't do that.
That'll get you.
I know.
You also go to hell, so there's that.
There's that. That's true. Yeah.
Hell's not as bad.
Don't get a hell, kids.
That'll break you.
Yeah, hell's bad.
Max can't fix that one.
Won't break you as much as if you mess up the act.
So he had this microphone at his computer. It was one of those like stick microphones. You know what I mean? It has like a stand and it comes out. It's like
it's like this long. I have one back there actually.
Oh, they're so weird now.
They actually sound kind of decent, or at least they did at the time. Which is weird,
and they're like solid plastic. It's like this shouldn't work.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I recorded a cappella every Windows sound and replaced it on his computer. I fixed his computer, whatever problem it was, but then I did that. And so like he'd start his computer up and then da 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 da, which was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, would recommend. Prank your friends.
You should do that for my computer on purpose.
Yeah, I just might do that. Make like a voice pack, a Windows voice pack, release it on my website. I don't have a website. I'm
in favor of that. What have you been playing, Erica?
Yeah.
Tell
us. Give us
Hero Blaster.
Oh!
Hero Blaster.
It is a game from the creator of Cave Story, which I love quite a bit.
Cave Story Plus.
Well, that too, because it's the same game.
Yeah.
About Cave Story 3, the stalagmite.
That's also good. Here's the reason I like Cave Story. If you notice, Undertale, Cave Story.
Cave Story 4.
Literally the same
Cave
name.
Story 4 rocked me like a hurricane.
Rest my cave. No, it's great. You play a frog and you shoot shit. Kind of plays like Contra. It's adorable.
Great. It's a side scroller?
It's a side scroller with some RPG elements.
It's procedurally generated?
No.
Good. I'm tired of everything being fucking procedurally generated.
Well, all the good roguelikes have ever been made. Like there's Necrodancer,
Binding of Isaac.
Ziggurat, Binding of Isaac,
Diablo 3,
Rogue Legacy.
Yeah, that's like it. I don't know if I want any more.
I don't mind it. I really don't mind it as a concept. I just like.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
We talked about this last night too. Like I feel like the arrangement of stuff in a game is part of its identity, is part of its art direction, part of its style. And when you take away that arrangement of things every time I play, that's something I don't get to enjoy anymore.
I think you just get tired of something too much. I mean, I'm tired of
I still play
world.
Sonic 2, and I enjoy I like where everything is.
By the way, throw Spelunky in that list before.
Oh, yeah. Spelunky's good.
But, like, I'm really tired of open world, but it doesn't mean I think open world's bad. I just mean said, holy shit, every game that's come out has been
that's how I
open
feel
world.
about procedurally generated.
Yeah, it was like that about first-person shooters a bit ago. It was like, for fuck's sake, can you stop that?
And then Wolfenstein stopped all first-person shooters because it was perfect. And they knew they could make a better one.
For fuck's sake.
They'll never make a better one.
The last one I cared about is CSGO. It's like all the other ones, whatever.
I am excited for Overwatch, though.
For fuck's sake.
I won't lie.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Overwatch is looking good. We got 30 seconds. I've been playing, Fuck.
That's a good game.
How is it?
Fuck and Fuck 2 the Fucking. No, I've been playing Corpse Party, the original Corpse Party, downloaded on the Vita. Because I got Corpse Party 3, and I feel I can't play it until I've beaten 1 and 2, so it's going to take me like a year. But that's what I have to do. And Game of the Week is Alien Trilogy on the PlayStation 1.
Buy it now.
Order it on Amazon.
It's not canon at all. It like takes place somewhere.
It's even more canon than Colonial.
You play Ripley, and other characters are mentioned. But it's not part of the fucking...
Is that the Ripley you named your cat after?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Badass females.
There we go.
Good badass female
Gotta
characters.
have a strong female protagonist named Hillary Clinton.
Gender is fluid. Hey, we could end it there. That's really good.
Gender's fluid.
That's great. We said
Just
all
like
the
Hillary
things
Clinton.
on the list. That's good. Yeah.
Max has an announcement to make very soon about his fluid gender.
No, it's.
I don't want your fluids.
No,
it's gross.
Yeah. In other news, I made a Tumblr recently.
Oh no!
Yeah, God. I'm back into that again.
No.
Yeah.
You're going down a dark hole.
Why did I ever send you that Undertale game?
It's all right. Facebook is basically Tumblr at this point, anyway. It's like
shit. It's a little worse.
It's a Tumblr where your family is on it.
I never got into Tumblr. I didn't understand. Isn't it just like a blog?
Yeah, it's more like a micro blog. I'd call it. It's less.
Kind of like LiveJournal.
Sure.
It's
Are
like
we still
maybe,
recording this or
Yeah.
just talking?
I mean, we're going over a little bit. Yeah, whatever.
Fuck 'em.
It's kind of like, I'd say that the meat...
30 minutes and 1 second. It's ruined!
Why?
If you could put, like, social media things on a scale, like, I'd put Tumblr between, like, Twitter and, like, Blogspot. Blogspot is, like, long narratives, you know. Twitter's, like, 100
I like Blogspot.
characters. Tumblr's, like...
I have a blog spot.
I had one.
Oh, by the way, the person that said the game on the screen for the last episode is right here on the screen. Acknowledge this person. Go to that person's channel. Subscribe to that person, not us.
If you'd like to subscribe,
And if you want us to honor you in the next one, name what's on the screen here.
Yeah.
In the comments.
Yes.
Be the first one to do it.
What is it? Yeah, who is it?
We'll honor you.
What is
if you
that?
think we're a rip-off of other shows, please like, comment, and subscribe.
It just... That... Oh, God.
What's that?
It's always Sega. You know, I don't blame you.
It's
'cause-
been 2 games. I'll
Sounds
change
good.
it up next time.
Next time it'll be
Sega
a
that bit.
Dreamcast.
I'll put a
game.
Jaguar game on there next time.
A Seguar console. That'd probably be good for it.
Jaguar. You know, this is really a freebie because I'm just letting the game play and then you see the title, like you're seeing the title right now. So it's just the first person to see this and put it in the comments wins.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not. You don't have to do research. It's right there. You can just do it.
Ooh, I can't do that stuff.
Ah, that was good.
No, I can't do that.
That's all, folks.
That's too funny. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being on
I
this
don't like that's all,
frequency
folks. I don't
at
like
this
that.
time.
Okay, fuck you.
You're not Elmer Fudd.
That was better though. It's not as good.
You're being Elmer.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Hold on, I got it. Make it rain.
Oh, that's like $4.
That's $5.
Yeah, it was
Tip-
$4.
We can tip a pizza man.
You fed it to the fish.
It's all gone.
Yeah, it's
We
all
watched one 30-minute timer. Now YouTube is queuing up another 30-minute timer.
hungry.
That's really good. Is this your favorite? What's your
This
favorite?
is. I like this
30-minute
one
timer?
better, honestly. This one has more depth.
I want to make a 30-minute timer on YouTube that plays "God every time we touch" for the whole time. It loops.
As long as you DDR it and dance.
Yeah, like arrows come up so you can like pretend.